Would I be the asshole for canceling a hotel booking I made with people I no longer speak to anymore? Edit hi. I appreciate everyone's comments and takes on this, even the harsher ones. I'm going to delete this post soon since it's become a hell of a lot bigger than I anticipated. I plan on sending a message telling them that I'm going to cancel the booking on X date and that they can call the hotel that day if they still need a room for the event, then leaving it at that. I'm not planning to give an update on this, but I still want to thank everyone for the advice I received. I, 20 female, made a hotel booking for myself, my sister, 15 female, and 3 other girls, 20 female, back in October for a concert in June. However, since December, I had an argument with one of the girls that led to her ignoring me and no longer speaking to me, with the other 2 seemingly taking her side and the 3 of them ostracizing me from the group. This led to me moving out of the flat we shared, and since then none of them have attempted to contact me and seem to just get angry with me over every little thing I do. I tried multiple times to apologize and amend things with them, which only resulted in them either ignoring me or dismissing the issue as nothing and pretending nothing was wrong. That was a very, very shortened summary of what happened, and I've come to the conclusion that I do not want to make amends with these people and do not want to speak to them anytime soon for the way they've treated me. Here's the big issue. I do not want to stay at the same hotel as them for this concert in June. The advice I've received from almost everyone in my life is to cancel the booking and rebook another hotel for me and my sister. They think it's an appropriate response to the way they've treated me these past 6 months. I don't like this option because I would feel obliged to tell them that I'm canceling the booking, which undoubtedly start an argument that I'm not mentally prepared to handle. It's a refundable, pay-on-the-day booking that can be cancelled up to a week before the stay. I booked 2 rooms, one for my sister and I and the other for them. My initial plan was to cancel one of the rooms and transfer the booking of the other room to them. However, I've been told that my card will still be attached to the booking and that it might not even be possible to do this without talking to any of them about it. I'm starting now to want to cancel the booking altogether and book something else for my sister and I, as I know for a fact they will not sort anything out for themselves or talk to me about this until the very last minute. A lot of people have been telling me I need to grow a backbone and let them deal with the consequences of refusing to communicate with for over half a year now. Would I be the asshole for doing this? Happy to give more context. Cancel it, but tell them when you will do that. Like, I will cancel the hotel room on Thursday at 6 p.m, so if you want to make your own reservations, you can contact the hotel before then and ask them to hold the room for you. Or if you prefer, you can make other arrangements for yourselves. I don't need an answer to this message. I trust you are now informed. Not the asshole. Info. Have they paid you for their share of the booking? If they have, cancel the booking, let them know and send the money back to them. If not, just cancel and let them know. If your card is the one attached to the room, you are at risk of not being paid back for that room and also could be at risk of extra charges. Drinks from the mini fridge, any damages, possibly even meals and drinks from the bar, restaurant if they can add it to the room's tab. You absolutely do not want to have their room under your name and card. Edited to add, not the asshole. Cancel it. If they're not interested in dealing with you, they're not going to be able to get the room you booked because it's in your name. You'll need to be there with your ID to check in. Keep one for yourself or book somewhere else if you're still going to the concert. How are you planning on handling this? If you were going as a group, did you get tickets sitting by each other? If you can get in touch, let them know. If you can't, that's their problem. If it makes you feel better, cancel and let them know. But if they've refused communication, then that is reasonable to do. You have yours and your sister's concert tickets, right? It's absolutely crazy to continue a hotel stay with people you aren't friends with anymore. Send them a brief message. I'm assuming that you've already realized a shared hotel booking would be inappropriate given the end of our friendship, but I thought I'd give you a heads up in case it slipped your mind that you'd need to make a booking for yourselves for the less than concert. Regards, less than your name. Then block them. Don't bring drama into your life. Not the asshole, just cancel it. I'm willing to bet they have something else already booked and were willing to let you pay for a room for nothing. If they want nothing to do with you, they certainly weren't going to buddy up to you to get the keys to the room at check on time. Am I the asshole for expressing my disgust at a dish from my girlfriend's culture? My 27M girlfriend, 24F, is Brazilian, and since we got together she's been introducing me to her country's cuisine, and I've loved everything she's made and I've tried so far. But last night she took me to Brazilian steakhouse and at some point she asked the waiter for a dish that they didn't serve here, but apparently is a staple in Brazilian barbecues. It was only later she explained to me that she was asking for chicken hearts. And because they didn't have it, she later told me she would try to find it in the Brazilian store she usually goes to and make it at home, but I told her not to bother and that I wasn't interested in trying it. She couldn't understand why I wasn't interested, so I told her that the whole idea of eating chicken hearts sounded a bit icky. That's the word I remember saying. She later said I told her it was disgusting, so I can't be sure, but the intention is the same anyway. And she got really upset and told me about how eating organs is not unusual in many cultures and that even if I didn't want to try it, framing it as disgusting was disrespectful on my part. But I only said anything because she kept pushing for an explanation, so I don't know what she expected me to do to lie. Phrasing, my man, phrasing. You could have said something more neutral like, it's not something I want to try, while I can see other people might enjoy it, it really doesn't sound appealing to me. Or the like. Labeling it as icky probs didn't land well, as you can now tell. Nah, maybe work on more neutral phrasing though. Esh. At your age, you should have the vocabulary to express that a dish isn't to your tastes without resorting to icky or disgusting. She should have accepted your initial, not interested, and not kept pushing. This whole mess just turned out awful. Listen, babe, I've been loving trying foods from your culture. Brazilian food is delicious and I can't believe I had never tried it before. But I'm going to need some time to come to terms with chicken hearts, and I honestly might never get to that place. I'm sure it's great, but part of enjoying food is psychological and I just don't know if I personally can get there. That's all you had to say. And if she can't respect that, then she's the But as it stands now, you are the asshole. Chicken hearts are eaten everywhere, by all cultures. You can literally buy them at the store, oftentimes right next to the chicken. It's fine you don't want to eat it. It's not for everyone, although I do recommend you at least try it. My husband likes them, as does my dog. Soft, you are the asshole. Not the asshole. I'm Brazilian and I love chicken hearts. My mom is also Brazilian, hates it and always tells me that they're disgusting tears of joy. I honestly don't mind, as I'll keep eating and that's her opinion regarding them. One thing that I've been practicing is to respect other people's opinion. If you're up for it, try them one day. It's really good heart. Don't sweat it. Even I as a native Mexican get flack for not liking menudo or tacos de tripa. I will eat every damn part of any dish they serve me to the bone, even exotic meats from animals no one would dare, including bugs, and also ask for repeats. But as soon as I refuse the colon, intestines or similar internal organs, suddenly I'm not a Mexican, and I'm being a princess. Maybe try them at least? But still, don't let anyone pressure you to eat what you don't want to eat. Even better, retort back with something they don't want to eat and be inquisitive. Maybe they'll give some insight, be able to better understand your position. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend I was born in a car? I've been with my girlfriend for over 5 years, over which time I've told her a few fairy stories that were more like practical joke time bombs than lies. I always expected them to get found out. You know what I mean. One of them was that I was born in the Australian bush far from a hospital, true. And when my mother went into labor, my father rushed to her to the hospital in his ute, Australian pickup truck, true. But didn't make it on time, false. And had to deliver me himself in the back tray of the ute, false. Being a bushy, he delivered plenty of calves, lambs and foals. It wasn't a big deal. I thought it was just a bit funny, and I expected one day to be caught. Anyway, at my parents' place last weekend, my girlfriend brought it up to my father. Just in passing, my mother laughed, stopped her and got her to recite the whole story as I told it. Instead of everyone laughing at the hoax, they're all mad at me and don't understand what would motivate me to make up such a story. Now my girlfriend won't speak to me. Says she can't trust me and that it's all over. The thing is, that's just one of several pranks I've told her. There are more ticking away. Am I the asshole for pranking her, or does she just not have a sense of humor? Fairy stories equals lies. Pranks equals lies. Practical joke time bombs equals lies. Your girlfriend found out you're a liar. If she stuck around any longer, she'd find out you're a habitual liar. Like many, possibly most women, she's unwilling to be in a relationship with someone she can't trust. Lies about random shit for no discernible reason can erode trust even more. It makes every single thing you say completely untrustworthy. How could you build a relationship with someone like that? You are the asshole. This is the extremely predictable result of your decisions. You might want to do some serious self-reflection, perhaps with the guidance of a therapist if you can, to understand why you feel compelled to lie before you start another new relationship. You are the asshole. They aren't really jokes, just straight up lies. You embarrassed your girlfriend and made her look and feel stupid in front of your family. It's entirely plausible that you were born in the back of a car. It happens all the time because people don't make it to hospital. My dad is a cop and has delivered a baby in the back of a car after pulling over a speeding vehicle. It's not some outlandish thing that would make it obvious you're joking. Your girlfriend wants to know this information because she wants to know you, and you're making it one big joke at her expense. Grow up. Edit. Thank you for the award, kind stranger. If that's a joke, what's the punchline? Haha, I've been lying to you for half a decade and our entire relationship is built on a minefield of lies. That's not humor, that's cruelty. You weren't trying to make her laugh. You were waiting for the right moment to watch her step on one and blow up. What's the next joke she gets to walk into? That you're not actually exclusive? That you've been sharing intimate details of the relationship with your friends for laughs? That you're only with her because of a bet? You didn't prank her. You laid traps and acted surprised when she finally triggered one. She doesn't lack a sense of humor. She just realized she's been dating a liar who thinks betrayal is a punchline. YOR. Until you can recognize this was never a prank, you have a lot of growing to do. Start with that before jumping into something like this again. This is an issue you need to address about yourself. You messed up, you lied to her. Whatever your reasoning actually was, it wasn't a prank. This is what you tell yourself to minimize what you've done. I would suggest talking to someone, typically someone who can't admit what this is, has other deeper unaddressed issues they need to face. Your lack of trust and honesty for someone you were with for 5 years being one of them. I actually don't want to otherwise pass judgment. What you did was wrong and it wasn't a prank, but this is something that is vital you need to confront in yourself if you want to move forward. If you don't tell her immediately that it's a joke, then it's not a prank, it's just a lie. I've known people who continually pull stunts like this, and most people don't trust them, for good reason. YTA. You are the asshole. Telling a fake story and letting her believe it for that long isn't a prank or a joke. It's malicious. It's at her expense and makes her look bad. Now she's probably wondering what else she believes that isn't true, and based on what you said, she has reason to question the entire relationship. Am I the asshole for refusing to give money to my brother to save his daughter? I refused to give $100,000 to my brother to fund his legal custody battle. Am I the asshole for this? My brother called out of the blue one day. We've been living in different countries for many years and we're often not in touch. He has been going through divorce and custody battle for a long time. The divorce is really ugly. Both he and his ex-wife are extremely similar, being stubborn, argumentative and always right. They are both ex-army. So my brother asks for $100,000. Specifically, it's for the newest set of lawyers, quote, to conduct a last all-out custody battle. He explains it like a military strategy and explains it's a last stand and about showing strength. According to his new lawyers, it is completely unwinnable, not recommended, a waste of time, and he is better off accepting the hard truth and saving the money. I personally agree with the lawyers based on what I was told by my brother. Yet he insists it's the only thing left to do. He also said there is no way he could pay it back. My view was, if it's life or death then yes, but it's not, and it would only hurt everyone making this last stand. Not the asshole. What the fuck does he mean, showing strength? Custody is about the kids, not him. According to his new lawyers, it is completely unwinnable, not recommended, a waste of time, and he is better off accepting the hard truth and saving the money. There is your answer. Save the money. You are not the asshole for refusing to give the money, but why did you write, to save his daughter? To save her from what? As a former divorce attorney, this was the right move op. At one time or another I too had clients that denied the obvious and wanted to wage hopeless battles. Usually I tried to counsel them to negotiate for the good of the kids. If they refused, then I'd often quote a large retainer in the hopes they wouldn't pay it, and they'd either settle or go away and leave me alone. Offhand it sounds like this is what the attorneys have done with your brother, and he's not getting the message. If your brother wishes to use his resources to continue a battle he can't win, that's his prerogative. If you don't want to fund it, that's yours. Not the asshole. Your brother wants $100,000 from you to show his ex that he's a big, important man? That's psychotic. Custody isn't supposed to be a pissing match. It's to determine what is best for the child, Ren. He doesn't seem to give a damn about his kid. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. This ain't cancer treatment. It's deciding where the best place a little girl should live, and nothing in your post makes it sound like a judge can't make a good decision about that right now. Save your money. I agree 100% with your thinking. And that thought process was my first too. But the lawyers are absolutely adamant that my brother will lose in court. Brother also agrees he would lose. So if that's a conclusion, then the status quo of the kid's location won't change and it's only down to money.